guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a quick face beat. You know, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and you always have like the time where your parents or your mom, especially my mom, they make us get dressed up for Thanksgiving and Christmas just to sit in the living room with a whole bunch of family members either you see all the time when you go home, or some family members you haven't seen in a long time. But you're literally just sitting in either your parents' living room or one of your family's living room. You're not really going anywhere, and they still make you get dressed up. So the past couple of years, I've just been saying F it and not wearing any makeup or doing my hair. I've just been coming out with like sweatpants, t-shirt, and a headscarf and just eating because that's what we're here for. But this year I decided, why not put some effort into our look this year. Let's try to look decent. Let's look like we care besides just the food. So today I'm going to show you guys a quick makeup kind of like look. It's more to kind of get you guys inspired to come up with your own 10 to 15 minute makeup look for Thanksgiving, to show you that you can still look put together without, come on, just come on. Shut the door. Shut the door. Come sit down. So I kind of want to show you guys a quick 10 to 15 minute look that you guys can recreate and put your own spin on and just kind of get inspired, because sometimes during the holidays, I mean, a lot of people do dress up. They go full glam, full out just to sit in the living room. And some people like me, we just kind of lazy. We don't really care. We've seen our family so many times and they know what we look like. But this year, this is for my girls who do not have the time or the patience, or who are not in the mood, but you still want to look cute. So I want to show you guys just a quick like routine, and maybe it'll help you guys out if you have some of the same products that I have, just so you can kind of put something together. Okay, the first thing we want to address is our eyebrows. I already did my eyebrows. I did them very simple today. If you have an eyebrow pencil, that's really nice. I would use that because it's really fast, instead of using a pomade or a powder, because sometimes with the powder you still have to like work with it. But I would use an eyebrow pencil to kind of fill your brows in, make them look nice and natural and fresh. And I only put concealer right here in my lids because that's where I'm going to use a little bit of concealer anyways for my eyeshadows. But I didn't do it up here because we don't need to. And before you do your eyebrows, also start off with a clean face. Obviously, toner just brightens up the skin, and then also use a nice moisturizer because it is getting cool outside. So I did use my Botanic moisturizer that has like a lot of moisture in there. I used that earlier, so it kind of sinked into my skin. I always let my moisturizer sink into my skin before I do my makeup, because that way it has time to kind of work into the skin. So eyebrows are done. We're going to go into the lid first, do our eyeshadow first. And I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics palette. If you have any palette that has eyeshadows and blush and highlighters together, that is like the perfect palette, because number one, if you're not staying like at your physical house or at your house where all your makeup is, like I'm not, then you'll want to take a palette with you that has everything you need, or most of everything you need. That way you don't have to take a whole bunch of little things. So this one has eyeshadows and blush. So this is the 26 color eyeshadow blush palette. And I like it because it has these blushes here at the bottom. And these are like my favorite three on this side because they're more warmer for my complexion. It doesn't have the best colors in this palette, workable colors. It has colors that you can work with, especially for Thanksgiving. And this is called my lazy palette because if I'm not really trying to do a full glam look, I would use this palette. I don't use it very often, but I'm going to show you guys what you can get when you use this palette. So I'm going to prime my lids really quick with concealer, but if you didn't bring your concealer palette, you can also use your normal concealer you will use on your face anyways. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this brown taupey shade in this palette, and I will place the palette here for you guys to see. And I'm going to just place that into the crease. And these colors are a bit different than what they look like in the palette. So just be careful. And I'm just going to go in, and I'm using this Profusion like blending brush to kind of just blend that into the crease and out. And I'm going very lightly because I'm doing something really, really simple. This blush that's all the way to, I guess, my left, that's really light, that I can't use as my eyebrow highlight, just to kind of, you know, blend out that concealer. You gotta set that anyways. I'm still going to use the same blending brush, and I'm going to take this dark cranberry color in this palette. This is one of my favorite colors throughout this whole palette, and I'm going to take that and try to blend that into my crease and blend it out. I love this color. So I'm going to take more of that shade, and I'm just really going to focus it on the outer edge of our eye. So next I'm going to take the other side of this brush, and I'm going to take this gold shimmer shade. When in doubt, if you can't figure out what color to use on your lid, most of the time just use a nice nude or a gold shimmer shade. Always works. And I'm going to place that on my lid. So there's only one color in this palette that's a little bit darker than this cranberry color. So I'm going to take a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to dip into that. It's like a black charcoal color. I'm only going to take a little bit and just really go in the crease because I'm really trying to diffuse it. Okay, this brush sucks. Don't use that brush. I'm going to take this brush, tapered fluffy brush, and just kind of go in the crease a little bit and blend it out. Just kind of helps darken my crease just a little bit, just a little. I'm not going crazy with this color because I really just want to help define my crease line here. And I'm going to go back into that cranberry color and just kind of bring back that redness, because sometimes that black can be overpowering, but it's going to add a bit of darkness to that redness. At the top up here, I don't like how light that is, so I'm just taking my foundation powder and I'm just going up there and just dusting in my foundation powder and blending out those edges. So our eyes are done. Simple. We used about 3 or 4 eyeshadows out of this whole palette. So now I'm just going to go ahead and move into the face. Since it is kind of cool outside, your skin can be dry, I'm using the SHEA Moisture mattifying primer. It's not super mattifying, so it's not really drying to the skin, but it still does the job. So even for a quick look, you still want to prime your face. That's still a step you just do not want to skip. So for foundation, if you have acne prone skin, I would advise doing a heavier coat of foundation. But because I don't really have too much acne, I just have a few acne scars, I'm not going to do a heavy coat of foundation because we are trying to do this really fast. So I'm going to take a foundation that's still full coverage, but I can still do a little coat of it and it lasts all day, which is my Sephora 10-hour wear foundation. We did test this out and it has shown that it can last up to 10 hours. So, you know, Thanksgiving, people talking, you're going to be at somebody's house literally all day. So you still want to like look decent pretty much that whole day. So I'm just going to take this and I'm mainly going to hit in the areas where I have like the acne scars first, so it can cover that, and then I'm just going to go around and let it diffuse out to the other areas. And I'm just taking whatever's left on my brush and just going and covering up anything else. small amount of foundation. I just barely did my brushing just to kind of cover my forehead a bit. But I mainly used a lot on my cheeks here where I had those acne scars. And as you can see, and I used the rest of it that was on my brush to just go around the rest of my face without having to apply too much foundation. This is the fastest way, is to hit those areas that you have, that you need the most coverage, and then come back and spreading it out to the areas that are fine. And I still have foundation left over. So to really just add some lightness to your face, I'm using my NARS Creamy Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Dark 3, and this is more like the color of my skin tone. It's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but this is one of the concealers I use if I just want to do a look that's just quick and I don't have to really do like highlighting and contour, you know, an extra bright concealer. This one's really quick and it adds a nice amount of coverage. And I'm just going to do under my eyes and a little on my nose. I'm not going to do my chin, my lip, and all that. And I'm going to use the same brush because nobody has time to be using sponges or wetting a sponge. So I'm just going to use the same brush from Real Techniques. This is the buffing brush, one of my favorite brushes from them. And I can just take the leftover from the brush and just, you know, do my forehead and everywhere else. But mainly focusing it under the eyes to kind of just brighten that up and look like you tried to look good for everybody, but we really didn't. So to set under my eyes, I'm just taking this small little, I don't know what this is called, but it's like a blending brush from e.l.f. And I'm just going to powder right under my eyes and blend it out. We're not going to take our sponge. We're not doing no baking. We're not really setting that like that. We're really just setting under the eye so it doesn't get all like wrinkly. I'm also going to do this on my nose, any place where you get really oily at. So my forehead, so big. I'm using my LARA Mercier powder and was this medium deep. If I didn't tell you guys, that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to go and just, you know, the excess, you always will have excess powder access. I'm using my pressed powder to set the rest of my face like I always do, and I'm just going to press that in. That way it can control the shine and make it look mattified and also give you a little extra coverage since we didn't do concealer everywhere and we did a light coat of foundation. So for my girls out there who love to contour and have that face looking beat, we can still do that with some bronzing powder. And I have this big tapered brush from Cicero Beauty, and I'm going to barely tap into my bronzing powder. This is really, really strong. And I'm just going to put a little bit of bronzer on my cheeks and around my forehead. This is just to add some warmth to our face. This step is totally optional. If I'm doing this and I'm trying to hurry up, I would just skip this step. But I know there's some girls out there that just have to contour. And if you're one of those people, this is just the easy way. And just blend it out. And I'm just going to contour my nose because my nose looks weird. Oh gosh, when I don't contour it and I do my full face. Totally optional. Okay, so now for blush, this palette, the same palette we use for our eyes, and I'm going to use that and use the blush in there, the darkest one, and I'm going to pop that on my cheeks. It's similar to the color we used on our eyes, so it kind of brings the whole look together. And for highlight, I'm just going to use something really simple, and I'm going to use my ColourPop in WISP. This is one of my favorite highlighters from them. It's really simple. It's very natural looking, and it gives you a natural glow. So, and it's a cream, so you can use a brush or you can use your finger. I kind of use both at the same time. I use a brush to kind of put it, and then I use my finger to really just smooth it out. The warmth of your finger really just helps these products that are cream kind of blend out a little bit better. And I'm going to use this in the inner corner of my eye. I love using highlights instead of just like a shimmer eyeshadow because they last longer and they pop a lot more than the eyeshadow. So I love using highlights in the inner corner. Because we only have a few more minutes left, I'm not wearing false lashes. That just takes way longer than to just go ahead and do mascara. I would advise picking out like your favorite mascara to use. I mean, you have to bring it if you're going to use false lashes anyways. I'm using the Makeup Forever Smoky Exaggerate mascara. And this is one of my favorites, and it helps volumize and lengthen my eyelashes. And then I'm going to use my Mary Kay mascara. Also, 2 mascaras just makes your eyelashes look a lot longer and fuller, and it gives you that false eyelash look. Okay, lastly for the lips, I always choose something that I know it's going to work. It's simple, it's easy. You can do lip gloss or chapstick. You don't have to put anything on. I'm going to do my favorite nude combination, which is a dark brown liner and my One Sweet Honeybee liquid matte lipstick in Bombshell. I know it works. It's perfect for this look. So you can just do whatever combination you know works. And there you go, guys. This is a simple, easy look for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, any day where you're just like, F it, you don't want to put on a whole bunch of makeup, but you still want to look done up. Like, we literally use a couple of brushes, a couple of eyeshadows, a blush, you know, a few things just to look done up, and we look, this face looks beat. Like, I look like I spent about 45 minutes like I normally do doing my makeup, and literally this was like 15 minutes at the most, and using some of my favorite products and products that I know that works. That is the key to this makeup look, is to use products that you know that works, and to take combination things like a concealer and contour, like palettes that have multiple things, multiple uses, so that way you don't have to pack a whole bunch of stuff when you go out of town. So I hope you guys love this easy 10 to 15 minute Thanksgiving holiday kind of makeup look for my lazy girls like me out there. Don't forget to click and subscribe before you go. Please join the team. And also don't forget to check out my social medias. I always leave that stuff down in the info box. Please check the info box for different coupon codes and coupon links and different links and things like that. And I will list all the products down below for you guys, so don't forget to check that box because there's coupon codes for like this lipstick from One Sweet Honeybee. You can save on that and some other goodies down below. And I can't wait to chat with you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. We'll be right back.